the second child. Yeah, today is March the 2nd. Let me see. Share news feed. So I am not on here to hold y'all long. Um, I'm not worried about no bright ass lights, cause that flash been hurt my eyes, and I'm also just like moving into this phase of just like self care, like just taking care of myself. That's what I was doing this weekend. I cut my phone off Friday evening, and I did not cut my phone on until I woke up today. Can I say that? I cut my phone off Friday evening. I called, I talked to my mom, I talked to my loved ones, I talked to my family, I talked to my people, I checked in with everybody. And once I knew everybody was good, I cut my phone off. And it felt good to cut my phone off. And we did a fire this weekend. Let me share that. Let me green screen and show y'all this fire. That fire was pretty. Oh, that fire was pretty, huh? That fire was beautiful, huh? Yeah, I had. Oh, look how high. Look at how high that thing got. And then this was the embers. When I tended to the embers, looked like a whole damn universe, didn't it? Looked like a whole damn universe. Yeah, but yeah, so that's what it was giving this weekend. It was giving be one with the fire. It was giving be out in nature, be one with the fire. It was giving connect with nature. That's what it's been giving. You know, but yeah, so that's what it was giving. That's what it was giving. It was giving be out in nature. It was giving be one with the fire. Yes, Prodigy. So yeah, I wanted to come out here and just give y'all an update on what's going on. So we coming out with a new series, and everything is tying together. So I just got off the phone with Empathy, aka Jempathy. Just got off the phone with her. So we coming out with a series, and the series is called Surviving the Rainbow. So, some of y'all should have seen the reels. Yes, this fire was lovely. So some of y'all should have seen the real Surviving the Rainbow. Now, what Surviving the Rainbow is going to be about, it's going to be a comedic look at what is going on in the black queer community, how elitism has our community in a chokehold, kind of like how elitism got the black community in a chokehold. So it's a little bit of a satiric spoof, kind of campy. You know what I'm saying? A look at, it is gonna have adult themes. It is gonna be adult themed, but we're gonna keep it cute. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep it cute. Like, we're not gonna use like really, really vulgar language, but there is gonna be some language that is adult themed. So, I would not suggest children be watching this series. It's gonna be shorts. It's not gonna be long. It's gonna be, I've already written like the first episode. I'm challenging myself to write an episode. I'm challenging myself to write an episode every day, so that when we do get ready to release them, there can be a constant flow. It is going to be purple thought coded. It's going to be purple coded, and you're going to recognize some of the characters, but we are going to change their names so that you're definitely going to be able to tell who some of these characters were inspired by, just in case you weren't able to get that from just looking at the commercial, the trailer. You're gonna be able to say that kind of remind me of so and so, and that kind of remind me of so and so. but it's not gonna be show and show. This is in the PurpleVerse. Yes, some of them were inspired by certain people, but this is in the PurpleVerse. And so their narratives are not the same, although there may be some similarities. Amen, they want me. Names will be TS changed, right? So yeah, we excited to this is a healing way to engage with the reality that we live in. A lot of us, being forced to believe in narratives because certain people have money. Like what really brought this up, what really made this important was like just considering this whole DL Whisperer situation. Like, like nobody is considering that the DL Whisperer, like there's so many things about his story that just is fishy. Like, first of all, he kind of came out of nowhere. He was talking about one thing, then he started talking about something else. We don't know nothing about his arrest record. Really, they wasn't even saying how old he was. Like, it's so many details about the DL Whisperer that's being overlooked, and I feel like the machine is just focusing on the fact that he attacked trans women. Like, that's he attacked trans women and he was outing men. But once we learn, like when we get into storytelling, for those of us who are advanced in our understanding to stories and our relationship to stories, because ultimately it's all stories. Like everything that's happening in this reality, it's stories, and either we align with them or we've been tricked into aligning them. However we get there, but there are so many pieces missing from his story. We don't have no backstory on him, and we learn this, you know, in looking at how Tyler Perry shapes characters. There's oftentimes not a backstory for the men, but there's a backstory for the women. And I just feel like even when we look at the story of Maleficent and all these stories, like there's not really a backstory of how the DL Whisperer got to the place of being where he is. We know is that he said some messed up things. He's horrible for the things that he said, but we really don't know no backstory about the DL Whisperer's journey. We don't know anything to make us look at the DL Whisperer in a way that makes him human. And I think, you know, this is the thing that concerns me a lot of times for the queer community is we'll sit up and we'll talk about how people are putting us down and how people are being mean to us and how people are being harmful to us. But then we'll turn around and treat people the same way we don't want to be treated. And that's a trap. That's how the elites do us. They put out things, they put out narratives to have us become insensitive, and then it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun, and it ain't no fun when the shoe is on the other foot, and you're being held liable in the same way that you was rooting for another person to be held liable without even understanding the full story. I need more information on a person before I'm ready to wish the worst on them, even if they are being chaotic and dramatic towards me. I still need more information. I need more information. And so seeing how easily the status quo, seeing how easily people are rallying for like people are nailing that person to the cross, even though the things that he was saying was horrible. But how often do we see a black gay person get on the internet and wish death on somebody and ride past their house? Like how many times have we seen this on the internet? Because I know I have not. I have not. And so to me, just putting my Matlock hat on, my Nancy Drew cap on, my Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you? Just jump into the mystery van with me for a second. What I need some more information before I go on that roller coaster ride. I need to know because we live in a society, we live in a world where they got MK Ultra, MK Punctra. There's most definitely no origin story, but straight to chapter 15. Make it make sense. Exactly. We skipped over some chapters in this book, and people just okay with it. People okay with it. It's so many details that we don't know. All we know is what's being presented, and there's not enough information to really make a determination on how we should view a person. And if that's all it takes for society to treat people in that way, I get why Donald Trump became. I get why we got Donald Trump for a president. I get MAGA culture. I get all of it. If that's all you need is to see a couple of videos, to see a season of a person's life where they're saying some dumb stuff, doing some stupid stuff. If that's all you need to convict a person, that speaks to why we are in the situation we're in. Y'all don't need no behind the scenes story. Y'all don't need to know about no childhood trauma. Y'all don't need to know where the child can't. Y'all don't. Nobody cares. And I wouldn't be surprised if TK and TS. I wouldn't be surprised if they all was in cahoots. If this wasn't some type of black boule narrative where they pretend like 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 how the presidents pretend to be beefing with each other. Like how DT pretended to be beefing with the O's. They was beefing. They was supposed, but when this man got elected the second time, you was at this man inauguration. But y'all beefing though. Mammy and T.S. Grifter unite. I would not be like at this point. Nothing surprised me when a bag is involved. Nothing surprised me when a bag is involved. They have literally been around each other. They have hung out with each other. That child been in that child house. And the one thing that we learned from that beef with Kaya, you don't think they stepped it up after that? Whisperer could have been a sacrificial lamb. So I don't know. But we about to process this in a way that's healing, that's therapeutic. We about to laugh about this, keep our third eye open. We about to bring this into the purple verse. We about to connect everything together so y'all be ready for comedy, fantasy. Y'all be ready for sci-fi, the multiverse, the purple verse. Like, yeah, we go in there with the support of AI, in conjunction with AI. We're going into the PurpleVerse. It's time to tell the story. At first, like it's time to visualize the purple ones rising. So yeah, we about to do this. We are literally about to do this. DL Silencer was the deflection and the fall guy. My goddess got on today, huh? 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 My goddess got on today. So yeah, I wanted to just jump on here and let y'all know. I do want to do some. I do want to do some breathing exercises. I don't know if I'm gonna do them today because we got some errands to run. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna do them today. I don't want to say I'm gonna do it because I said I was gonna do something this weekend, and the ancestors were just like, "Cut your phone off. Just take some time for yourself." And I'm glad that I did that because now we have surviving the rainbow, and I already wrote the first episode, so I want to take more time to get back into writing. To get back, like I'm in this season of creating, and having Purple Prodigy here to really help to push the vision forward, being in alignment with each other and seeing the vision together, because at first I wanted to do some documentary type stuff where I just like gathered a whole bunch of data and painted this picture. Like I wanted to do all that, but I feel like that's mentally taxing and don't nobody need all that. Like shout out to FD Signifier was really inspiring me because I was really ready to go in that direction to just like be gathering like old visuals on people and just old like doing it from an academic standpoint and just like getting a whole bunch of like different clips and videos and like having receipts and just like it was surviving the rainbow originally was gonna be that it was gonna be me digging up a whole bunch of content on people and replaying the tape, and I presented it to Anadia, and Anadia was ready to go with me on that journey. And then when I saw the trailer that she was creating for it, I was like, no, I think this would be, I don't think it should be heavy like that. Like again, shout out to FD Signifier for the amazing work that he does and how he, how he brings how he shares content and how he story tells and how his content looks like it's so inspiring. I love what he does, but that's not the lane that I want to go in. Maybe if I was 10 years younger, 12 years younger, I would be interested in that. But right now, no, I don't want, I want to tell the truth. I want to be a part of the truth, but I want to be able to laugh at the truth. I want to be able to collectively heal and look at it and say, yeah, this is the truth. It's a little bit over the top. Like make it a little bit more dramatic than what it is, make it a little bit more dramatic than what it is, but at the root of it, that's what it is, and to be able to laugh about it. And that's how you find like-minded individuals who on your frequency. Like being able to look at it and key at it, and you find people that's on your frequency and people that you relate to. And we also can visualize our way out of it, visualize the change. So where surviving the rainbow is getting ready to go, this is definitely some sweep around your own front door storytelling. This is definitely some you can't tell nobody else what to do and how to do it. You can only focus on telling the story how you see it, finding your tribe, finding your people. We laughing and keying together. And if other creators want to come and be a part of this storytelling, want to be a part of this revolution, want to be a part of this evolution, want to be a part of this shift, then we definitely gonna be welcoming more creatives on as this journey continues to unfold. But this is definitely, and what's so beautiful about it is when I was talking to Empathy about it, like the worlds are literally gonna be tying together. Like Gympathy was like, yo, like we about to bring the worlds together, like the the eight of the pantheon. Like this is how everything be in alignment, because the eight of the pantheon, they're gonna tie in with surviving the rainbow. Okay? Like when we be doing this stuff, like we'll be realizing like now there's already guardians that's been set up, the lore, the backstory, the ancient ancestral lore, and the deities are already set up for surviving the rainbow. And this is about to be like how the purple pantheon is about to tie in with the rainbow. Yeah, it's like when I tell you everything is just the neurons is firing, and I'm so excited. Like how this is replacing my need to smoke weed, how this is replacing my need to drink, how this is replacing my need to do any other party favors. Like I want to be really really active in creating this world, like creating this reality where we could sit up here and we could get our little where we could get our key on, but we also can be active in elevating ourselves out of this by being able to identify with people that that we've seen ourselves in, that we've aligned with accidentally. We didn't even know we was aligning with them, but hey, sometimes you gotta see it. You gotta see it to know that you gotta see the shit to know that you stepped in it. To know that you stepped in it. Sometimes you step in and you don't know. You step in something and they tell you, that's peanut butter. That's not dookie. But sometimes you gotta see it and know it. Somebody gotta put it in your face for you to know, nah, that's not peanut butter. That's not Nutella. That's shit, bro. That's shit. I'm sorry, bro. That's what that is. So sometimes you gotta see it, and then when you done got to the point to where you could laugh at your mistakes or laugh at your missteps, that's personal growth. Like that's growth to be able to laugh at, I was going down this path. I could have been this person. I could have aligned with that. But, I'm so thankful for this example. I'm so thankful for this type of storytelling. I'm so thankful for this type of I was looking at somebody had left in my comment section on my TikTok page. They was like, when I said people have the right to be racist, people have the right to create racist and homophobic and transphobic spaces. Somebody came in the comment section and was like, "No, people don't have the right to do that," and they was like, "We have to be divinely righteous, and we don't need to be tolerant of those spaces." And that's your opinion. I don't agree with homophobic spaces. I don't agree with transphobic spaces. I don't agree with racist spaces. I don't agree with those types of spaces. I don't want to be a part of those spaces. But I'm not fixing to say that people don't have the right to be racist. I'm not going to say people don't have the right to be homophobic. People don't have the right to be transphobic. I'm not going to say people don't have the right to do that. But what I will say is this: there's consequences for every choice that you make. And you have to deal with the consequences of your choices. If you choose to be homophobic, if you choose to be racist, if you choose to be any of those things, then for every action, there's a reaction. But I'm not going to say you don't have the right, because then I will be no different than them. So you could wrap it up in righteousness and say that, oh, you're on a righteous mission, but to say that you are righteous is to acknowledge that you are right leaning and you are right centered, when in reality there's two sides, there's many different directions. And so as soon as I hear the word righteous, I'm thinking about, well, what about the leftists? I'm thinking about, if you saying I'm righteous, well, then that sound like yin. What about yang? That sound like light. What about dark? That's like saying that hurricanes are inherently bad, or saying an earthquake is inherently bad, or saying that a tsunami is inherently bad because it has the potential to take lives. Some people who are divinely, some people are were assigned chaos in their birthright. Some people have a divine right to be chaotic. We can't say everything is connected and everything is a part of everything is everything. You can't have this philosophy that everything is everything and everything is connected, and you can't understand that some people are inherently chaotic. Some people are inherently destroyers. Some people are inherently meant to be dividers and curators of mischief and conflict. Some people are inherently conflict conflict creating beings. Some people, that's inherently who they are. That's their divine purpose, is to be a problem. And nobody in my mind can say who is more right or who is more wrong, because everything happens for a reason. I'm going to tell stories, we're going to tell stories from our point of view, and it's your opportunity to decide what role you want to play in it, what part you most align with, who you connect with, where you fit in this story. But it's not to make you a monster, but we definitely going to laugh. And you're definitely gonna know who we don't want to be. Cause that's what it's about. Is figuring out who you align with and who you don't align with, and and have you mistakenly aligned with some stuff that you didn't really want to align with. Like, that's the journey over here. It's playing the whole tape. It's not good cop, bad cop. Oh, you're bad, we're good. Oh, you're wrong and we're right. No. Like, in the beginning, it is gonna look messy. It's gonna look like that. But that's the story developing. That's like, as the seasons go by, people are gonna get layers. People are gonna get more characters. People are gonna get more layers. People are gonna get more nuance. But when the story is originally unfolding, it's gonna look like, oh, that's the bad guy. Oh, they're wrong. Oh, they're wicked. Oh, they're evil. That's what Surviving the Rainbow is gonna give you. Like, when you first start watching the first season, you're gonna think you got it all figured out. You're gonna think you got it all figured out. But as the story continues, it's going to get more layered and more nuanced as each character continues to develop. But you gonna think you know what's what. But baby, this is Gemini's telling stories. So baby, you can't never judge a book by its cover. You can't never think that you getting it all on the up. No, baby. It's gonna be nuanced and layered and multifaceted. Welcome to the PurpleVerse. Ashe. Ashe. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm about to jump off this live because I got to get up and get ready to do some things. I'm ready to have me a little bite to eat before we get ready to go make these runs. But I just wanted to check in with y'all. This candle, child, this candle was lit all night. Look at that. Let me show y'all. Child, that candle been lit all night. So we gonna get ready to blow out this candle in honor of the ancestors. The flames represents the past, the present, and the future. Those who have come, those who will come, and those who are here now. As we blow out these flames, past, present, and future on the physical plane, they grow with intensity and purpose on the spiritual plane, preparing us for times that are now. We're so thankful for the elements that hold us, the earth that holds us, the fire that burns off those things that don't serve us and gives us energy and life force and warmth. We honor the flame. We honor all that is, all that was, and all that is to come as it all connects us in the circle of life and the infinite loop. Yeah, in the Trinity. Yes. Past, present, and future, we are one. A man, a woman, lay them, lay learn. Love y'all. Ah, purple ones, rise.